Hello, and welcome to Fangs for Listening. I'm Rena FInkel.
And I'm Didi Feuer, and this is a siblings podcast about vampire media. But today, we are bringing you for the first time a
Video content!
because Magic the Gathering, the trading card game, finally made a vampire-themed set. And we are going to review that.
We're going to do our best to review it because I'm coming from an angle that's different than a lot of people opening this big box, which is to say I do not play Magic at all.
But you are uniquely qualified to talk about vampires and vampire ratings.
I do know a lot about vampires, and Didi knows a lot about Magic the Gathering.
I have worked at many game stores. I have played many a Commander game, played in many a pre-release. I work at a games distributor. Did a little bit of copy editing for Magic the Gathering for Wizards of the Coast. And
Qualified.
between the two of us, we should be able to rate this vampire wedding. So, Rena,
Yes.
how much do you know about Innistrad and the vampires of Innistrad and this man?
Okay, so I know that man's hot. I've got eyes, got a working brain. That's a hot man. But when you first started getting into Magic, that was I'm not gonna get any terms right, but it was the Innistrad set before the previous Innistrad set. Because I remember when you were first getting into it, it was an Innistrad set, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll get into this. Look at all these hot vampires," and then they stopped being
Angels
hot
and
vampires.
demons. Yeah.
And I was like, I was immediately turned off. I don't like games that much. I'm not a gaming person. But then there was the Avacyn Return, Destroy. What was it?
Avacyn Restored.
Restored. Thank you.
And yes.
And that was a big deal. Everyone got real excited, and I was like, "Oh, there's gonna be vampires again. Let me look at the art." So I looked at some of the art and the flavor text.
Oh no, you're thinking of Shadows over Innistrad. All right, so when we first started, it was Innistrad / Avacyn Restored.
Okay.
And that was when I first started my relationship with Avacyn. We're very close. I have her picture in a locket. When her tragic end occurred, I saved the life-size cardboard cutout for a few months. There was a grieving period.
Didi had to mourn Avacyn, and I remember that because there was a cardboard cutout in our parents' home for several months.
It didn't quite fit in our New York studio apartment.
Dying angel.
But the point is,
so that's what I know about Innistrad, and
that
I
there
do
are
know
vampires and the art is pretty.
This guy's important.
So this is Soren Markov.
Okay.
What you need to know is that his grandpa, Edgar Markov, was the progenitor of all the vampires on Innistrad. He was an alchemist, and he messed with some stuff. There were, people were starving on Innistrad, and he created this spell that sort of let people subsist on blood. And yeah, Soren is at this point, I believe, over 6,000 years old. He is old as hell.
So are there a ton of vampires now at this point?
Like yeah.
Okay, so 6,000.
Yeah, people got turned. There are actual vampire royalty, like royal families on Innistrad. They have their own sort of fashions and rituals and codes of conduct.
Okay.
But Soren's whole thing is he's like the grumpy man who kind of has to keep an eye on all the vampires and keep order and make sure they're not fucking up. So he actually created Avacyn because the vampires on Innistrad were becoming too vicious, and he was literally worried they would decimate the human population and then end up having to feed on each other and just destroy everything.
Economics again.
Economics.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. So he actually created Avacyn and imbued her with a magic that was based on faith, and basically made this religion so that the humans would believe in Avacyn as their protector, and hence she would protect them. So that you have this balance between, and also the other angels. You have this balance between humanity surviving and vampires surviving, and it's a delicate balance. So I don't know if you remember, the Eldrazi possess.
No.
Okay. Listen, these eldritch monsters sort of possessed Innistrad and warped it and took over a lot of people's minds and made Avacyn, go insane. And she turned against the humans. Yes. She wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. She was actually killing humans. And that is why Soren had to kill her. But actually, the person who pushed him to do it was a vampire named Olivia Voldaren.
Olivia Voldaren.
Yes. And she is the head of the Voldaren vampires. And she's also one of the most famous vampires on Innistrad.
Okay.
So just keep her in mind.
Okay.
Now we are on Innistrad in the middle of another crisis. Poor the people who live on Innistrad.
Just
You
like the
gotta
humans.
respect the humans do not have an easy time.
Oy vey, like they're trying, I mean, how do you even live like that? Because you live on Vampire Planet. You're a human on Vampire Planet.
And by the way,
and
not
you
just
take
vampires.
what you can get. Oh, really?
Vampires, werewolves,
Okay.
zombies,
Okay.
geists, like
Which
ghosts who attack you.
Oh, that's not great.
They really need a tourism rebrand for Innistrad because
I mean, I visit.
I mean, here's the thing.
I would visit this place, but I would like to be able to get off. I would not want to be like, you know, a cobbler.
So, okay. In order
Yeah,
to
where
get
we
off
at?
of Innistrad, though, you do need to be a planeswalker.
Yeah, I know about those
Soren
guys.
Markov is a planeswalker.
Okay.
He actually got his spark during the trauma of Edgar turning him into a vampire.
Oh,
so he's
no.
actually, yeah, he's been...
Baby.
I know. He's
Daddy issues.
sad daddy.
Oh.
So he has actually been to many, many planes, solving
Okay.
many people's problems, and every now and then saying, nah, solve your own problem, and hence making enemies. The other
Okay.
thing about Soren is he's not just a vampire, he is a
Okay.
powerful magic user.
Sure.
He has necromantic
Are
magic.
all vampires magic users?
Not all of them, no.
Okay.
But he actually, you know, he does blood magic and you know, life and death magic. He's powerful in a lot of ways. All right, so now we're in a new crisis.
Okay, yeah, tell me about the new crisis.
The delicate balance between day and night in Innistrad,
Okay.
which turns out is actually magically brought about.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's just sun.
They're having like a daylight savings time crisis where like sunrise keeps getting later and sunset keeps getting earlier, and the creatures of the night who only come out at night, vampires and werewolves, are starting to get more aggressive. And the humans are kind of losing their hope because the last thing they had was daylight, and it's leaving. Basically, there's a whole thing with Arlencourt and these witches who are trying to bring about the, you know, the equilibrium again. We don't have to get super into it. The important thing to know about Crimson Vow is that Olivia...
Okay, wait, can I talk about the commercial that I saw? Okay, so here's what I know about Crimson Vow. They're, backtrack. Do y'all ever get those ads on your like Instagram stories or you're just like when you're scrolling on a feed and it's for these like dating sim app games that are maybe like East Asian themed?
It's like,
and
I'll wear a beautiful dress.
And they're all like about like you're in an imperial court and you have to like impress the emperor and not get in fights with the first wife, you know? And it's like, but the voice acting is really weird and like maybe a robot. They're upsetting and weird, and I definitely feel like it's spyware that someone's trying to get me to download. I am scrolling through my Instagram stories and I start seeing ostensibly one of these. Ostensibly some lady being like, I have awaited my marriage day for so long. Will I be pleasing to my new husband? And then all of a sudden it goes into like Magic the Gathering. I'm like, I had no idea they did these things.
Oh yeah, they've been doing these for a really long time, and actually the quality honestly has been getting better and better. Like the most part,
it looked like a little bit like Shrek. I'm sorry.
The animation might be a little bit stuck in 2005. Like they're working on it. They don't have the Pixar budget yet.
I was shocked to learn that there has been some romance, some court drama.
Oh yes,
in Magic the Gathering, because last I checked in, it was like dinosaurs v dragons. Tell me about the romance.
The theme of Crimson Vow is vampire wedding.
Okay.
And
theme of my wedding as well.
It was a big mystery for a while of who was getting married.
Okay.
It turns out Olivia Voldaren, seeing an opportunity with this like oncoming darkness to seize power, unearthed Edgar Markov, Soren's granddaddy, put him under a spell.
So it is like a dating sim. Put him under a spell.
Put him under a spell. Resurrected him while putting him under like a love spell, and wants to conduct a ceremony that will sort of mix the Markov line with the Voldaren line, and thereby let her control. Look, it's a little bit circuitous. Let her control the angels of Innistrad and make them like messengers of the vampires to do her bidding. Which honestly is pretty fucking scary. Like
that is scary.
Olivia, I didn't really give like background here. She is like completely vicious. Like she has no no mercy. No, the only person she cares about is herself and her power and her beauty. She's fabulous. We're fans. We're fans of Olivia, but she is doing Soren dirty in this case.
Right.
So Soren is like pouting in his castle most of the time these days. And so the Gate Watch, like these planeswalkers who are trying to save the world, they had to come and be like, hello, Soren, bad things are happening. So yeah, he finds out what Olivia is doing.
Who are the other planeswalkers involved?
We've got Chandra, we've got Kaya, we've got Arlen Cord, of course.
Okay, I've only known one of these so far.
Okay. They're all great. They're all great. And Teferi as well.
Oh, I do know that one.
So we might even see some of these characters when we open this box. Oh yeah, so introducing what we're actually doing. We are going to be doing a little unboxing. We're not opening the whole thing, but we are going to open a good number of packs and look for the vampires and have Rena rate them. As someone who doesn't play Magic but is an expert in vampires, and hopefully we get some good vampires.
I'm excited.
Just to conclude, they have this fabulous wedding, and the Gatewatch and Soren have to step in to stop it. They succeed. Okay. They get back the Moon Silver Key.
Have your piece. Big.
It's a
dramatic
big fight. Oh yeah, and also they win with the help of the werewolves. I know.
Drama.
So much drama.
Are there hot werewolves?
Set. That is sort of a line that I haven't really personally crossed.
Okay.
Like, they're in Innistrad.
Been done cross that line.
Okay, well, all right. It's hard to say. I mean, they very much are in wolf form. You know what I mean? So they stop the wedding. Yeah. Olivia actually flees with Edgar, so we don't really know what's going to happen there. I know.
New step, mommy.
But the wedding is stopped, and they actually take back the Moon Silver Key, which she was going to use for her ritual, but instead they use it to bring back the daylight in Innistrad. So it has a happy ending. Silver Key. Mm-hmm. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. Let's crack some packs.
Crack some packs.
What do we think of Soren's art here?
He looks like an itty bitty baby.
I know.
He's a little young for 6,000.
Yeah. I feel like he used to have sort of like a harsher, sort of more dangerous look.
And I also feel like it's maybe too influenced by The New Witcher.
Right. I have seen this in comment sections before.
Like, Geralt is a great character. Soren, great character. These are like, mainstays of the fantasy world that we know and love, that we all adore. Yep. I think we really gotta work on keeping them separate.
I would agree. He had like bushy white eyebrows and a lot of muscle. We're like seeing I think we're seeing some outside influence here. Ooh, box topper.
What's a box topper?
It's like a bonus card that you get with the thing, but the reason I bought this booster box is for literally the reason I bought it, aside from doing this, was for the promo card, which is a land that they have alternate versions of a few cards that are Dracula themed. And this one...
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding. They have like the Brides of Dracula. They have like different characters. This one is Castle Dracula.
I mean,
you could only get it with the box. How could I not?
My God. It's beautiful. This is a nice card.
I know.
Oh, Voldaren Estate. So, okay. This brings up some questions about... So... Dracula's in here? They got a Dracula?
So they do have a Dracula card. It really leaves something to be desired because it's not a legendary. It's not even like it's.
He's just like a guy.
Let me just say this: Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, has gone a little bit off the deep end when it comes to alt art and alternative versions of their cards. And they're making like Stranger Things Magic the Gathering and Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering, Warhammer, and like that's neither here nor there. It's a video for another time. But this is just sort of like a cheeky thing that they're doing. Dracula does not exist in Innistrad. It's just something for us vampire fans, which I do appreciate.
Yes.
So then the question is, what is this?
What'd you get?
I think you might know this person.
Lucy Westenra, Innocent Traveler. She is an innocent traveler.
She is. How do you feel about this card?
Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, okay. It has flavor text. I looked at her throat just now as she lay asleep, and the tiny wounds seemed not to have healed. I think that might be a quote from the book. All right, who do we got? So it's a creature human. At the beginning of your upkeep, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If no one does, transform Innocent Traveler. So it's...
Oh, what's on the other side?
Oh, Lucy,
man.
a risen vampire! She turns into Lucy the the bloofer lady from the
Bloofer lady.
Malicious invader, innocent traveler, malicious invader, flying 3/3. Malicious invader gets +2/+0 as long as any opponent controls a human.
Makes sense.
Van Helsing raised his lantern and drew the slide. By the concentrated light that fell on Lucy's face, we could see that the lips were crimson with fresh blood. Ah!
So good.
This rules!
I'm so glad you like it.
Oh!
Like they did a good job, right?
Yes!
That's awesome. I actually didn't know I was getting that. We have the Castle Dracula and we have Lucy. I'm not sure if there are any other... We'll find out if there's other Dracula cards. All right, Rena, what do you think? This one, this one.
I'm going to start from this one.
All right, let's crack it.
Okay. Markov Purifier. This is a vampire.
Oh, first one. We got a vampire.
So we have this Markov Purifier vampire cleric. He's got a sensor with red blood smoking out of it.
Pretty cool.
Blood red smoke, rather.
So I should mention that on in this set specifically, and maybe in other Innistrad sets, the vampires use blood for a lot of different kinds of like decorations, and they use magic to sort of shape it. So for instance,
this is blood. This is actual blood smoke.
It's actual blood.
Red smoke.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also in the wedding, they used blood petals, like rose petals that were made of blood. I know it's a little bit, yeah. No. If you read the descriptions of the wedding, it's horrifying. Shout out to K. Arsenault Rivera, who wrote this story and just did a fantastic job.
So we've got the ceremonial incense was a concoction of Edgar's own design. There you go. A precise blend of blood from his favorite human lineages. Ooh, I like
Edgar, you nasty.
Well, I like, this guy's fun. It's like anime armor. He's got vaporized blood, which, have we seen that? Was it in Blade at all? They did some crazy stuff with
They did some
similar kind of stuff, but
yeah, I haven't seen a lot of that.
Okay, so I mean, I'll give him a 5 out of 10. He's I mean, like, I'm right. Yeah, he's a solid vampire.
Markov Purifier, 5 out of 10.
Dominating vampire.
Ooh. I've seen this one before.
All right. Creature vampire. When dominating vampire enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of vampires you control until the end of the turn. So the number of vampires you have is how much you can control other people, I guess. How many other things you can control. Gains haste till end of turn. Okay. You can join me or feed me. Choose fast.
What do you think?
Okay, let me go look at her face. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that color palette.
Yeah.
Very old school Innistrad.
Yeah. I like the blue, black, and the little green candles. Oh, she's got 7 out of 10 for vibes.
7 out of 10?
Yes.
Dominating vampire, 7 out of 10.
We've got, ragged recluse, human peasant. Like we said, the humans don't have a good time on Innistrad. That is how I assume all of the humans on Innistrad are living.
But she turns into an odious witch.
Oh, hell yeah. By the way, me. I am either a ragged recluse or an odious witch. I got 2 modes.
Weekday versus weekend.
Oh my god, I've never seen a more relatable card.
Keep it. It's for you.
This is for me?
It's a
okay,
gift.
Thank you. Gift of Fangs.
Now we can talk about that art. That's fine.
Actually, this rules. Actually,
we weren't going to talk about non-creatures, but let's talk about this.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. We lost our light.
Okay, so this is good. This is very, very beautiful.
It's a very exciting card.
It's very prog. Okay, it's an enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 as long as it's about. Okay. Vampire. Okay. You are one of the few to whom we offer our blessing. What fool would reject immortality?
I mean, truly.
Who's Runo Stormkirk? Do you know that person?
So Stromkirk is one of the houses of the vampires.
Okay.
I honestly don't know that much about the lore.
Fair enough. But it also has the little green-blue candles. Oh, it reminds me of the this Art Deco thing. It reminds me of the House of Yes logo, which makes me happy. I just love the symmetry. Oh,
you like that one?
Beautiful.
We could rate that one
9 out of 10. It's just so beautiful.
There you go. Ready for pack 2?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna need a refill of wine.
Oh, same. It's hard work.
This is hard work. Ugh, I'm exhausted.
Oh,
our jobs are
working all day.
I know.
The joke is that Didi did the entire set. Doomed Dissenter. These human cards are so sad. Blood Petal Celebrant.
Oh, I was hoping we would get this one because I need to know your opinion.
Her. Okay, creature vampire. Blood Petal Celebrant has first strike as long as it's attacking. When Petal Celebrant.
I know.
Blood
Petal Celebrant. Blood Petal Celebrant.
Create a blood token. Okay. This girl, she is way too 2007.
But that's what I love about her.
So, like, this is what everybody looked like in, like, Gothic Lolita Bible.
Yep.
This is what everybody looked like in the Dresden Dolls music videos.
I mean, this was like, the goal.
Oh my god, the bolero especially is such a like 2007 goth look.
The hair,
oh wow. So what's she got? So we talked about this before. I'm glad you briefed me on the blood petal situation.
Yeah,
how that's a whole thing.
It's important.
I mean, it's great. It just makes you think it's gelatinous.
I know. I really had a hard time imagining what those would feel like, but I think like as they fall, they just kind of turn into spatters because they did have a great part describing the wedding where like things started off white and then as the petals like fell, everything became stained with blood, that kind of thing.
But yes, I would give this I mean she's still like a 5. Like it is a little too much for me.
A little silly.
A little like Hot Topic, but like not Hot Topic. No, it's not Hot Topic. What it is it's a little too Spirit Halloween costume pack.
Oh, interesting.
Like it looks too much like something you would get out of Spirit Halloween costume pack.
Okay.
And like this is what the cover would look like, but then when you put it on
and the fabric like feels really gross.
itchy. Yeah. Like there's it's not really 2 pieces, it's 1 piece and it's Velcro in the back.
I don't like how her sleeve is too short. Like you hate to open a bolero and then have it be 3/4 length.
Right. That's not what anyway. Yeah. So 5 out of 10. Normally, obviously, the extraness would bump it up, but honestly, it's a little silly.
But I like, all right. I like that she's throwing petals of blood.
That's great. You're right.
I appreciate the throwback. But yeah. The rating stands.
Okay. Undead Butler.
Is this a vampire?
No, it's a zombie.
Oh, it's a zombie. Okay.
But he
can't rate it.
He kind of
Let me see. Oh, really?
He's the life of the party.
He looks kind of shocked and dismayed.
Oh, I feel like he's telling a fun story and everyone's listening.
The undead butler's the life of the party. I love this. Oh my god. I thought he was like, you can't pair those napkins with that tablecloth. I'll lose my job.
Oh, I thought they were saying like, Flagstaff, tell that one again about when they delivered the wrong cheeses.
Okay, let's try the next one. Hopefully more vamps. I'm really hoping we pull like an Olivia or an Edgar or a Soren. I mean, that's the hope.
I mean, in this whole box probably, but we're not doing that.
Right, we're going to be saving some of these for an actual draft.
Sorry if I'm hurting anyone by just like being like, I don't give a shit about any of this.
I mean, that's what we're all about. We're anti-gatekeeping. It's for everyone, you know? Like this is a set that my vampire connoisseur sister can appreciate.
I'm happy to be included. I'm just happy to be included.
We're just happy to be here at this vampire wedding. Come on,
Wanderlight Spirit. Where are the vampires?
Where are the vampires?
Wanderlight Spirit.
Don't they know we're on Fangs for listening right now?
Fangs for what? Toxic
Fangs for
Scorpion. Panicked bystander. Cackling culprit. These are funny. These are funny.
You like these sort of like the humans at their like most dire moment and then what they become.
Yeah, it says. I think it's very deep in a way.
Yeah. I mean, how do you deal with your
reality?
All right, that was a little bit of a bummer. We had to refill our wine. Cheers.
Pack number 4.
Okay. Surely in this one we'll have some vamps.
I mean, I came all the way out here. I was
to
promised
the suburbs.
Vampires.
I mean,
good Lord.
The Lucy Westerner was a real high right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
it's gonna be hard to top.
Is that my 10 out of 10? Like, is that my benchmark?
Oh, maybe.
I didn't rate it, but here we go. Gluttonous guest.
Ooh.
Again, me. Like, is that not me at every wedding? Open bar. Don't mind if I do.
I need this as like a poster on my fridge, like just to remind me to enjoy. Like
just enjoy the little things. She is. Oh my
fabulous.
God. I love her. Oh, her little like hip guys. Okay. So gluttonous guest, loving her. 7 out of 10.
I can respect that. 7 out of 10.
She doesn't do much, but God, I relate. Okay.
You know what I love about that art?
Yeah.
It really lets her shine. Like, it
Right?
does not get caught up in the details in the background. Like, it's all about her.
Yeah.
What a silhouette.
You're right. It does like, there's a lot of energy to her.
Yes.
It makes you feel like you deserve
Yes.
everything. Yeah. She represents abundance. She's manifesting abundance.
7 out of 10?
7 out of 10. Manifesting
10.
abundance. 7 out of 10. Manifesting abundance.
Pack number 5. I'm really channeling the gluttonous guest.
I mean, again, we like her a lot. The pose and everything. Okay.
I would spill wine all over this. By the way, this is, I don't know if we're going to see him, but this outfit was inspired by the alternate art of Soren as the wedding guest. He's got a whole ruffly thing
Soren
going
ends
on.
up at the wedding. His
Oh, yes.
dad's wedding.
So here's the thing. They need him for the ritual. So
Okay.
he's like, he like spends the first half of it like in chains, like.
Where's that art?
I know, right? Wizards of the Coast, you're holding out on us.
Show me prisoner Soren. Where he at? Oh, unholy efficient.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I love him. Oh. Okay. He's not very powerful. He doesn't do much, no flavor text, but I like long flowing black locks.
Can I take a look?
Yeah. Look at his robe.
Oh, wow. Oh, the green flames again.
Yeah, I mean, red tapers, green flames.
I'm sorry I couldn't do the green flames.
Well,
oh, he's great.
I'm really into him. I mean, it's probably digital art, but it does look a little bit like the older art. Like I
know
it's
what you mean.
Too
It's not
digital.
too slick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little flat in 2D in a way that I appreciate.
I mean, a lot of these artists still use traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Him. I really like him.
We really like him.
I think his robes are beautiful.
Unholy efficient.
It's like
9 out of 10. Okay, it feels like we're getting about 1 vamp per pack.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Pack number 6.
Not the ratio I want.
I know.
But Voldaren Epicure. Oh. When Voldaren Epicure enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Create a blood token. So this guy, what is he holding? Is that? I'm trying to see. That's like a goblet of like. What's he holding there?
Oh, look at that haircut, though.
Yeah. No, he is super scary and super cool.
The expression and the eyes.
I really like this guy.
I think he's holding a goblet.
It's a goblet.
Yeah, I think it's like a magical.
But it's like kind of floating in his hand or something.
Yeah. Look at that shoulder armor and the stained glass.
I mean,
behind
everybody,
him.
shoulder armor is obviously like a part of this deck. It was part of Vampire, right? Like big cape thing coming out. Like obviously, we gotta know the name of, what is it called? What is that thing called when the collar stands up? It's just standing collar. Is there a name for that thing?
I feel like if anyone knows, you would know it.
Right? As a vampire connoisseur, there's things I should know. But yes, the standing collar is a mainstay of all vampire
and the shoulder
design. And these guys are like, okay, epaulettes plus standing collar is just like huge framing things for everybody. But I like, there was a guy in AFI who had this haircut.
I know, for me, this card is all about the hair.
And I love it. I'm really into this guy. I'm into his scary face. And of course, one of the most important parts of a vampire is that there's some monstrosity. It's a little scary.
Yeah, that's important.
Too pretty, like the sword on the front.
That's
it's
what
not
it is.
It's not it.
Monstrous enough.
And like this guy freaks me out, but I'm attracted. So like this is a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. We found him.
This is my 10 out of 10. And like, I understand that this is a 1/1 creature. I understand that to people who care, this is nothing.
That's not what we're here for. We're here to rate vampires.
He's like the platonic ideal of a vampire.
Oh wow.
Because I mean, like, you could argue that when you start getting into granddaddy of all vampires, vampire who started vampires, vampires in control of all vampires, then you're getting away from you're getting into like kind of comic book language of like the big bad and then the bigger bad, you know, and like obviously Magic the Gathering is in that game.
You have to have a larger plot. You have to have like grand schemes. And, Yeah.
But in the world of vampires, sometimes that's a pitfall of plotting is you just need the bigger and the bigger and the bigger. You need to be able to create a story out of these guys to be a vampire, true vampire.
Just a little vicious guy.
Just a little vicious guy who is hungry. Olivia's attendant. Woo! Oh, this
finally a rare vampire.
Oh my God, these ladies.
Can I see?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And that's a powerful card.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
That's a nice
six
card.
Menace.
6 mana. Like, it's a good card.
Whenever it deals damage, create that many blood tokens. And for 3, it deals 1 damage to any target. Oh, they are so fabulous.
They're icy.
Oh my
bitchy.
God.
Obviously this is another 10 out of 10.
I mean,
like easily. Like look at the way that their neck corsets have a little hanging like train on the back of the neck and they're carrying bouquets of blood roses. My favorite album, Bouquets of Blood Roses. Oh my God. So I'm obsessed with these ladies. Number 1, fantastic card. Now number 1, fantastic card. Number 2, very, 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 very beautiful and cool. I like that they're kind of like a reference to the Brides of Dracula.
By the way, I think
that
might be the one that they changed into a Brides of Dracula for the alt art. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Don't kill me.
Because if that has like if there's a card that's Brides of Dracula's but has this like level of power, whoa.
I mean, the thing about it is very removable. It doesn't have a lot of protection. Doesn't have an evasion.
Literally, this is why I don't know shit about Magic. I just know like that number's important.
It's a big number.
Number's important, and I look at the number. I'm like, it's big.
I mean, here's the thing. In draft, obviously, that's a great card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And I also, this is as much as I've gotten to Magic is like the numbers, right? This stuff, the text, actual mechanics, I still don't know anything about that because I've played like a total of 5 games of Magic the Gathering, but dang, I like these ladies. Everything about them is great. 10 out of 10.
Okay. Olivia's attendance, 10 out of 10.
Lightning Wolf.
Oh my God, can we talk? Wait, I know we're doing vampires.
Okay.
But we need to talk briefly about Lightning Wolf. Literally my favorite card in this set.
It's very good.
It's so great.
What a good boy.
The best boy, the fluffiest.
How do I adopt him?
I would die for Lightning Wolf.
These thick-furred wolves have adapted to Stenzia's storms, channeling their energy into bursts of supernatural speed. I love him. What in the Dio? Like, oh my God, he's so metal.
He is the best.
I want it on a size XL Gildan t-shirt.
Yes,
oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God. But wait, seriously, Wizards of the Coast, first of all, thank you for making Lightning Wolf. Good job. Second of all, please make merch of Lightning Wolf.
Like, oh my God, playmat?
Forget it.
Oh, I love him.
I'm so glad you
appreciate
it.
Okay. Belligerent guest. Oh!
Did we get a vampire?
Oh, we did.
We got a vampire.
Belligerent guest. Whenever belligerent guest deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, this whole outfit reminds me of like Tarja era Nightwish.
What is happening in this art here?
I think that she got mad about something. I guess this is like during the battle when they like invade the wedding and stop the wedding. And she is like she's like breaking open the blood fountain. That's the blood fountain from earlier, and she's like, meh.
Okay.
And is opening and is breaking it open.
I see. That's
and,
like cracked glass here.
And she's got this like thick, beefy guns. Like she has a big arm that she's smacking it with. She's
and the
so
outfit,
cool.
She's got like the slit in the dress.
Yeah, and like the bustier, like man,
yeah.
she's great.
Powerful.
And I like she's got the goth like blood tears.
Yes.
Like I
She
said, it
looks
reminds
mad.
me of an old Nightwish.
Also has a good monstrous factor.
Right. She's scary. Right.
Scary.
And again, like I like her big guns. Like her big arm is very hot. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay. All right.
All I ask is for a vampire with some bloodthirst in him.
Yeah. She's thirsty. Belligerent guest, 9 out of 10.
I'm giving these very high ratings.
I know.
I haven't seen a bad vampire in this.
You know what? That's high praise for
They're-
Crimson Vow. Might not be a lot of vampires, but the ones that there are, quality.
They're good. I mean, especially because they're all in formal wear. Right?
That
like
really steps it up.
if this was like I know some of the old art, they're all in like armor and like they're all like, or like they're like, what's it called?
They're,
Like
guarding
merchants
yeah.
or like whatever. And it's like, that's.
Or in
these
their
are-
hunting gear.
Right.
Like they're out on the hunt.
Right.
But these guys, they're relaxed. They're partying.
They're not relaxed. They're dressed up. They're to the nines.
Right, but I
so
mean,
like
they're
it
not-
is their
right.
best fashion. So I'm
Yes.
gonna give them better ratings because they're dressed.
And
real
this is part
nice.
of why I wanted to make sure you got to see this.
Secret. I understand now. I actually do
Mhm.
understand. And here we have Anya, Maid of Dishonor.
Oh, I'm glad you got to see Anya. Okay.
Look at this angsty babe.
Anya has made an appearance before.
Okay. Where's she from?
I honestly don't know that much about Anya. I wish I knew more. I remember her card from before.
Okay.
I know she's like important to Olivia in some way. I wish I knew the story for this.
Okay, because I want to
Honestly.
know. I mean, she's got like. By the way, this is art with a story behind it. Like, look at
Let me
the mood.
Oh God. Okay, this art, I think I pulled this in a pre-release pack or
Okay.
something. I am obsessed with the pose.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because-
saying. Like, there's a story.
You don't often get like the butch look with like female vampires, and she's got it all. She's like it's shot from the boots up. Like she's
Man spreading.
man
Taking up
spreading.
space.
Exactly. She's like tough. She's like, this is hot.
The boots and the jacket.
And the haircut.
Yes. No, this is
It's for me.
like, yeah, butch cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
this is telling us a story.
We did a little bit of research.
Yeah.
Anya is one of the ancient Falkenrath vampires, which is one of the
Falkenrath.
old families. And apparently there are some tensions between her and Olivia.
Mhm.
And Olivia actually selected her as the maid of honor as sort of a political move so that
Okay.
they wouldn't fight. But Anya's like pissed about it.
Okay.
And that
she
explains a
hates
lot.
weddings.
I think she just hates Olivia.
Well, okay.
But this art,
wow. I mean, and Maid of Dishonor is also good. Like, again,
Yeah.
like name for my Riot Girl band. Like,
though. That's true. There's so many good ones.
Maid of Dishonor. Everything's so high, but 9 out of 10.
I mean, listen, you got to be honest. If it's a 9 out of 10, it's a 9 out of 10.
I haven't seen anything that upset me here.
I'm
Like,
so happy you
these
like
are
this set.
so beautiful.
This is just, I'm so pleased.
Wow.
Okay. And we pulled an Anya, which is exciting.
It's a good card.
I mean, it's a legendary creature.
Okay.
Very vampire focused, very blood token
Blood
focused.
tokens,
Like
okay.
if you're running,
blood token. Why do we want blood token? What do they do? Like, how does it
you
work
can sack
mechanically?
them and I think discard a card and draw a card. So
Okay.
vampires have had that in the past with like Madness, the whole discard a card and draw a card.
Okay.
But basically, blood tokens in this set do a lot of other things as well.
Okay.
I mean, they're introduced with this set, but like within the set, the vampires and the blood tokens kind of work together.
Okay.
So if you're running a blood token deck, she's great. Anya, Maid of Dishonor, 9 out of 10.
I'm like, I am honestly thinking about my my like setup here of like, you know, because we had the original. What was the one that I gave a 5 out of 10 to?
That one.
The Purifier, right?
Mhm,
And like,
mhm.
I think I stand by that. Like, I'm thinking like, yeah, she is
Still a
4
5 out of
points
10.
higher
Yeah.
than him.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair.
And of course, I think the ladies are getting higher marks in general. Whoops.
Open a pack, take a drink. Of blood.
I never drink
wine.
We drank
Guys,
a lot of
listen
wine.
to our Dracula episode.
Please.
It's great.
Oh my god, we had so much fun with Dracula. Oh, courier bat.
Oh yeah, they use bats to send messages and to bring the wedding invitations.
Wedding invitations that arrive by bat.
Yup.
Oh my god, in my dreams.
I feel like you honestly are getting wedding inspiration from this, but it just makes me so happy.
Like if my wedding isn't this. Unholy officiant, which is this another officiant? We've got multiple officiants.
You know what? I think it was an alt art.
Oh, so it's the same thing. Oh, well,
Yeah,
this
that
guy's
has,
much
like,
better.
Much better.
This guy's got like the Bela Lugosi widow's
Yeah,
peak.
I mean,
thing
we could
going,
still rate that one.
Well, this one has alt flavor text, which says, "Is this twisted ceremony simply a mockery of the human right, or has Olivia fallen for her own charade?"
I don't think that happened in the story. This is like behind the scenes.
Yeah. So there's like Soren making fun of the fact that she's having a wedding.
Yeah.
Funny. Maybe I'll read. I mean, I like the story.
I know. Like, yeah, I encourage you to read it.
I mean, this is easily a 4. Like, what is like? It's so
Yeah,
dark.
yeah, hard to
he's
see.
Not as hot as the other one.
The color's not exciting.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
another efficient.
The original art is a 4 out of 10.
Vampire's Vengeance.
Oh, we could talk about this card.
Yeah, I mean, so the flavor text is, Olivia was quick to make an example of any village that refused to pay her blood tithe. Blood tithe.
Oh, that's a whole other thing in the stories.
Well,
as well.
I mean, I can figure out what that is, right? And I'm into it. That's hot. That's sexy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like little human sacrifices being sent to the
Yeah, it's like bowls of
vampire
blood.
lord.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's hot.
What do you think about the art?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, wow. I mean, it's a little small. Like, it's hard to see all the details.
I know.
I mean, whatever.
It's nice to like look up the full art.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, 6 out of 10.
I'm out of wine. 6 out of 10 for this one?
Beautiful.
Let me see.
I mean, it's just, I always appreciate symmetry in art. Like, anytime there's like, I always
it's
like
very
that look.
pleasing to the eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a vampire, but Vampire's Vengeance, 6 out of 10.
It's got the word vampire in it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, obviously, this was fun. This was a good idea.
I am so glad you liked this.
I'm having
my
much
God.
fun.
I wish we could open the whole box, but we're taking this to a draft night with friends.
This should be
I
for
think.
people who
I'm gonna play these cards.
I
will let you know
understand.
if we pull Edgar or Olivia or Soren.
I want to see them.
Oh, yeah.
But I gotta say, I think that like I gave this 1/1 vampire 10 out of 10, and I stand by it. But goddamn, Olivia's attendance. I think that's the coolest one.
That's the winner.
I mean, all of the guests, like the little like characters. I love this whole.
God, I'm so happy.
I mean, God.
Guys, we had to review it. We had to.
Yes, this is obviously like exactly my alley. If you've listened to the show and know what my like the stuff I don't like, this is what I do like.
Like, we usually do our 3 ratings. How bloody is it? How horny is it? And how badly does it make you want to be a vampire? Just real quick, how badly does this make you want to be a vampire?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
These outfits, these castles,
party,
these little bats, these big goblins,
blood fountains.
Oh my god, it's so good. This is, and like the architecture, the capes. I'm always saying that I want a 4th rating, and the 4th rating should be capes. And like,
It'll
again,
happen.
a 10 out of 10.
I know, 10 out of 10 for capes.
What a time. Crimson Vow, Wizards of the Coast, you done good. Good job. As a vampire enthusiast, I can say this is where it's at right now.
All right. It has Rena FInkel's approval.
Seal of approval.
Absolutely. I'm out of wine, but cheers.
Cheers.
To Olivia and Edgar.
Olivia and Edgar.
But seriously, if you enjoyed this video, please check out our podcast, Fangs for
Fangs
Listening.
for Listening.
We cover everything vampire related.
Everything.
Movies, books, anime, everything. And we hope you'll join us on all of your podcasting platforms.
Please, we're there. I've been Rena FInkel.
I've been Didi Feuer.
And as always,
Thanks for listening and watching this time.